Electric vehicles, of course, a key part when it comes to environmental friendly technologies. And we know that you've been in talk with Tesla about a partnership when it comes to nickel mining. What would that look like?
Look, the automotive companies will need a lot of nickel, and the world is not prepared to supply that much nickel. So Tesla came to us to speak, because also most of Vale's nickel come from safe jurisdictions that follow best practice in terms of ESGs. And there's a road open for opportunities for mutual collaboration to try to develop those mines that the world will need.
When could we see an agreement?
Hello, it's Roland Mills, a classically trained opera singer and former starving artist. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to inspire you to make money and build real wealth. So subscribe for more personal finance conversations like this one. Today I'm going over Vale, or more correctly pronounced Vale if you're Brazilian. Vale is currently my third largest holding behind Tesla and NIO, and for good reason. This stock is extremely likely to provide insane long-term growth while kicking back some healthy dividends. By the end of this video, you'll understand more about Vale stock and its major competitor, Norilsk Nickel. By the end of this video, you'll understand more about Vale stock, or Vale, and its major competitor, Norilsk Nickel, recent catalysts leading to Vale's growth, and hear my perspective on whether to buy more Vale before their February 18th earnings report. Quick disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor. I'm just an opera singer on YouTube sharing what information has worked for me in the hopes that it will inspire you to grow your wealth as well. Since we're talking about mining companies here, before we get started, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would just mine more likes for the YouTube algorithm. It's a well-known fact that the YouTube algorithm, needs a healthy supply of raw like button smashes in order to produce more juicy content. Also, subscribe and hit that notification bell thing that's probably right in front of my face so you don't miss out on future tips I'll be dropping along the way. Alrighty then, let's get into it. Vale, pronounced Vale in Brazil, is a Brazilian multinational corporation focused on metals and mining. They are also one of the largest logistics operators in Brazil. They are currently the largest producer of iron ore and nickel in the world. In May of 2008, Vale ran up to an all-time high of $43.91 per share. Then the economy took a huge dip during that crash of 2008. Vale stock rebounded at first, but just plummeted back down to below $2 a share back in 2015. I wish I had a time machine to pick up as many shares of Vale as humanly possible back then. From 2018 to 2020, Vale largely traded sideways as there wasn't enough demand to spark a breakout. In fact, Vale dropped almost 50% when the Rona hit us back in March. All that was about to change. A huge spark was lit back in July of 2020 when Elon Musk, on Tesla's Q2 earnings call, urged all mining companies to mine more nickel. He even went so far as to promise Tesla will give you a giant contract for a long period of time if you mine nickel efficiently and in an environmentally sensitive way. At this point, I did something bad that I hope none of you will do. I was listening in on that earnings call. Before doing my usual analysis of a company to make sure it was a good investment, I just immediately went on Google and Googled nickel producer, saw Vale pop up, and went out and bought some shares of Vale. My reasoning was simple. If the world is transitioning to battery-powered everything, and nickel is a large component of said future batteries, then no matter which electric vehicle maker comes out on top, the nickel miner that supplies them will win, right? Well, luckily for me, I was right. Since I bought nickel stock, which now comprises about 5% of my portfolio,
Tesla occupies about 57% of my portfolio,
my Vale stock has grown over 53%. That's in less than 5 months. Just for comparison, over the last 10 years, the S&P 500 is averaged like 13.66% year over year. Right after buying, though, I felt guilty for not doing my due diligence. I could have easily backed the wrong horse. Norilsk Nickel, for example, also popped up in my search and could have very easily been my downfall. Upon first glance, Norilsk seems like a better buy, right? They have grown over 33% since the date that I would have made that purchase, and their dividend yield is currently twice that of Vale's. Well, Tesla has proven their desire to obtain materials in a socially and environmentally sensitive way, hence cutting cobalt from their battery chemistry because of unsavory labor practices in the Congo. Back in May, a reserve fuel tank at a power plant near Norilsk burst open, flooding local waterways with over 23,000 tons of diesel oil. This heavily poisoned the Avam River, where Russian indigenous communities derive a huge chunk of their food supply. The river now literally runs red. The fish have all been poisoned, and the people believe that blood is on Norilsk Nickel's hands. In response, rather than fighting Norilsk Nickel directly, they have appealed to what might become Norilsk's major customer, Elon Musk of Tesla. The Aborigen Forum, a group of Russian indigenous activists, launched a campaign begging Elon to promise not to buy nickel from Norilsk until they cleaned up their mistake. I highly doubt Tesla will be touching them with a 10-foot pole. If you're ready to pick up some shares of Vale stock and would like to snag 4 free stocks along the way, check this out.
Alright guys, this is Webull. If you use my link in the description below, you can get 4 free stocks. Webull is a self-directed brokerage app that allows you to research and execute trades on the stock market. It's free, like no money at all. Right now, if you open a Webull brokerage account between now and the beginning of next month, you'll get 2 free stocks valued between $2.50 and $250. If you make your initial deposit of $100 or more, you'll receive another 2 free stocks, each valued up to $1,600. That is absolutely free money.
Now back to Vale. Remember earlier I said that Vale is the largest producer of nickel and iron ore in the world? Besides nickel, iron ore demand is at an all-time high. Though Vale is an absolute giant when it comes to producing iron ore, they are not impervious to drama and have had their own setbacks. Here is a video of one of Vale's shiploaders on fire, literally, at their main iron ore export terminal at Ponta de Madeira in northwest Brazil. This is where they ship their high-grade iron ore. Yikes. This is a temporary issue though, that I am sure that they are frantically working to resolve. If anything, Vale stock should dip and offer up a perfect opportunity to buy this stock on the cheap. Which brings me to my next exciting bit of news for Vale, their upcoming earnings report. According to NASDAQ, we can expect Vale to release their Q4 earnings report on February 18th. Even though Vale missed their production target for Q3, their earnings per share was a whopping 16.67% higher than forecasted. This obviously sparked a huge run-up for the stock over the following quarter. It seems that Tesla has the Midas touch and everything they just lay their hands on explodes in value. Just to summarize today's video, Vale is currently the largest producer of iron ore and nickel in the world. Their earnings were largely stagnant for 2 years until news of Tesla's desire for more nickel sparked a major run-up. Elon Musk promised that Tesla will give you a giant contract for a long period of time if you mine nickel efficiently and in an environmentally sensitive way. As the world is transitioning to battery-powered everything, and nickel is a large component of said future batteries, then no matter which battery an electric vehicle maker comes out on top, the nickel miner that supplies them will win. Even though Norilsk Nickel boasts twice the dividend yield, Vale is the best horse in this race. Tesla is very focused on partnering with socially and environmentally responsible suppliers. As Norilsk Nickel is currently facing the backlash of an oil spill that has endangered the livelihood of indigenous people, they fail at both of Tesla's criteria. Investing in the supplier might be the best way to hedge your investments in Tesla, NIO, and the rest of the electric vehicle competition. It will also further empower Tesla to grow, release their robo-taxi fleet, and allow you to let your car chauffeur you around while you read a good book, like this one, written by my beautiful wife, Jessie Marie. Link below in the description if you're curious. Well, that's the end of today's video. I hope you found it educational and entertaining. I'll eventually monetize this channel just so YouTube will blast it out to more people, but I really am not doing this for the money. I'm doing this because I truly believe there must be a way for artists like myself and my friends to create without becoming starving artists. Stay tuned for more personal finance tips, reaction videos, and stories from my days as a performer in the future. In the meanwhile, feel free to follow me on Instagram and comment down below if there's a topic you'd like to see me tackle next. Till the next time, I hope you all keep creating and spreading love through your art. That's something that money cannot buy, and it's the best part of the human experience. Much love. Bye.